Let's solve another example. Example number 2. We have this configuration: find force F and the angle it makes with the horizontal direction theta. If the resultant force is to be 1,500 pounds to the right and horizontal. So we have a force horizontal and toward right, that is the resultant of these two forces F and 800 Newton. But we don't know how much is F, and we would like to find it. So let's use the component methods. As you can see in the title of this example, sigma along x-axis, so sigma of x, again I determine the right side is positive, is not 0 in this case. It is 1,500 pounds. Okay, and sigma along y-axis, I'm considering upside is positive, it is 0. Let's construct these two equations and our system of equations here. So from here I can write, from this equation I can write f cosine theta, that is positive, plus 800 sine 75 degree. You may ask, why sine? Because if I consider this right triangle, the x component here, this x component in this triangle is actually hypotenuse times the sine of angle 75. So this is 800 sine 75 degree. If you still have question about this, please watch the video about finding the components of vectors in my channel and learn it before going to solve this problem step by step. So f cosine theta, this component of f here, plus f sine theta, sine 75, and we don't have any more, but we know these x components, they are making 1,500 pounds. For the y component, I have f sine theta minus 800 cosine 75 degree equals to 0. So y f sine is this one. This is the component of f along y-axis, and this is the projection of 800 along y-axis again, so both are downward. Okay, now you have two equations and the data is given. I already wrote the values of cosine 75 and sine 75 here, so we can use them. Let's solve it. First of all, f, I don't know how much is f, I don't know how much is theta, so I just write them here, plus 800, and sine 75 is 0.25. Okay, 1/4 of 800. So it was the 1,500. In the second one, again, I don't know how much is f and how much is theta, so minus 800 times cosine 75, that is 0.25 equals to 0. I made a mistake here. The first one is sine 75, so that is 0.96. Okay, let's isolate for f cos in the first one. So again, I rewrite them in the equation number 1. F cosine theta equals to 1,500 minus, if I take this to the other side, it becomes minus, so we change the sign, 800 times 0.96, That gives me 768. And f sine theta, the below equation, equals to just 200, because 800 times 0.25 is 200, and if I take it to the right side, the negative converts to positive. 1500 minus 768, that gives me 732. So I will have these two equations. 732 is f cosine theta, and f sine theta is 200. If I label these equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, if I divide number 1 to number 2, I will have f sine theta divided by f cosine theta equals to 200 over 732. So definitely I can cancel out this f and f, and you know that sine theta over cosine theta is actually tangent theta. That is equals to 200 divided by 732. 732 is giving me 0.27. 0.27. It means theta is tangent inverse of 0.27. I can calculate it here. Tangent inverse of 0.27, that's giving me 15.28. So theta is 15.28 degree. This is the first part. The second part is how much is f. So to calculate the value of f, you just need to solve in number either one, number 2. So I can substitute my theta in equation number 1. Then I have f equals to 200 over sine theta. That theta is 15.28. Let's do it. So 200 divided by 15.28, the sine value of this guy, that is 758.9 pounds, because the unit was pounds, so use the unit of pounds. That's it. I hope you have learned something in this example. I'm going to solve more examples for you. Subscribe and get the notifications.